live on YouTube too. Because unfortunately I forgot to even push the go live button. So I'll make sure next time we get that going and make sure that you guys can see the intro and stuff because of that. But we've got for it. We could also set up for unlocked things like that. That's the map that I'm going with. And the way that we're going to set things up. But I do have some mods that I'm going to share with you guys that you guys can that we're going to use in my initial play set. Here is everything that I'm going to use. Now, of course, there might be, has been created, last updated was in December. So this active playlist will be disabled. Okay, that one I will keep. Provide icon library, probably. Extra lib zone organizer. Don't need the zone organizer. I don't think I'm going to keep that anyway. The better bulldozer has been updated recently, so we should be okay. I'm just going through hopefully I don't get into trouble playing with that. Then we've got the traffic thing that has basically, don't know if that's going to affect anything. And then we've got a few buildings that I'm going to do, and some of this is just Japan, because I am a big fan of Japan. I've been a big fan of Japan for quite some time. We're going to do kind of a Japanese style of things. The water feature I'm going to still keep, but I don't know if any of the my initial playlist that I'm going to use. I am not going to make this public, but we do have a lot of the packs. For it. No, I'm only doing this for one season, for a little while, and things like that. Because City Skylines has been one of those games that, you guys have seen City Skylines 1 on this channel, and we've played through 4 different seasons of City Skylines 2, of course, but I'm only going to do the one set list, for it. So let's go down to library. As you can see, I am fully removing that thing because I don't, because of it. Now, of course, a lot of things have changed since the last time I have basically played. I was Shinjuku. Tintin Museum. Um, let me check this one. Is this... I'm just going through... Um... Nope, if I have to add additional things to it, then I'm not going to. Um, for it, but if that's what it's needed for that other one, then I might as well go back and re-add it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, okay. Animated message board. Um, Pacific Bay. Uh, Lithium. Send. Um. No, of course, I'm only going to go to page 15. No description. If it has no description on it. basically just looking at building an Asian city throughout an Asian inspired. So now I'm just gonna um Field Creamery. So maybe throw in an Asian inspired um um inspired, but we're going to King Building from the automatic one from last year. From last City Skylines. I could throw Walmart, but to be honest, I don't think it would be Japanese inspired, to be honest. It would be a Japanese thing. Of course, McDonald's is over there, so. And some of these. Um. White House. No thank you. after 22. I know some of these might not be Japanese stuff, but things that um things that would be right there with um that one's gonna be JR. Mainly I'm doing like a Asian theme, but with some like some of the things that I feel like would be but if you guys got any um library. Um, bending. But that's I'm not gonna do that one. You're good. I'm not gonna sit here for too much longer though, but I will come back and look. Right. Okay, last one I'm going through. Okay, last page. No fans or buts. And then we can add that to active set as well. Yep, we're gonna have to restart the app, of course. Only because we had some new code mods added. Sometimes people can be really... If we can purchase a new map tile. Might be worth into seeing, of course. Because being having to restart for searching for a lot of things. The this is new to me. Getting assets into the game now is new because when we first got City Skylines 2, we did not have assets. Assets came in, I think, this year. So this is something that we're gonna have to see how things go. Um, uh, and optimization stuff, like my computer can run this game no problem. Um, it's just my laptop can't. Um, and so if I ever wanted to play City Skylines, I have to download the original if I want to play it on my laptop because City Skylines, the first one, literally will run on pretty much almost anything. Um, Having mods or having things on top of it may not run as smoothly. Okay, only one issue with it. But I'm gonna go with the easy mode because I'm just don't care. And we're going with the Ribbon Isles. Primarily European style. It will be there. But we're gonna update to left-hand traffic. Yeah. So we're gonna do this building a lot of an Asian style setup within the city itself. Um, and that's what I'm kind of going for, but we have to set it up European. Mm. Okay, I have to gather my keyboard because I've been doing that without the keyboard for what it's worth. I don't know when the console version, supposedly there's supposed to be a console version of this. Don't know when that's going to release, but this is what we've got. To work with. Primarily going to stick to utilizing Japanese stuff, to start with. So with this, we need to figure out. Actually, let's go to figure out. It's going this way down. So what I'm thinking, and that's pretty much. Water's gonna have to come from that way. Um, but Okay, so we do have power coming in from outside if we needed to. I think what's going to happen is we have our entrances like that. There, we're gonna have to get a medium-sized road. I am going to take it from up here. We're gonna have to have our, now I'm gonna take a 2-lane. Excuse me, sorry, I knew I had to sneeze there. Ugh. So we're gonna go 90 there, and then I am creating a one-way road system. Creating that one-way road system. No, okay, so then create a one-way road system. And then we're gonna have a one-way alleyway down in here. Now, of course, remember, we gotta realize that the road that we are building upon is that right turns are going to be harder than are going to be easier than left turns. Signs, but I don't think we need to do road signs right now. So our industrial is just going to be a European setup. We're going to have that there. We're going to need I think I have enough that the founding of this, we're just gonna have to we're just gonna have to place that for now. We're gonna have to pull it out until we're able. I will set you there. Um, and then and it could be broken because of we'll do the compact one in the middle. The middle. Middle. Now, what I will do, is we're gonna need now, we do need to create a road system. I know it's not needed, but we're just gonna prepare. And then okay, so then now it's not going to be able to go full, so we'll do that. Just for now. And will allow for water to make it through. Now I am going to take you and put them both across like that, so that there is at least a couple of ways for water to flow between both, because if you don't do it that way, and then give them multiple ways. There's an upper and a downward portion.
Keep it tuned right here, everybody. This is your host, Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Looking like a wet one today.
Now I'm going to extend that to
weather all day, every day.
to there. And then I'm going to go up to that point, and then we will have a second to have a second way of getting in that way instead of just, you know, that's the way that they're going to get out, but we need to make sure that our I feel off. UK, in the health pub, the Fox Inn. Let's get our let's get in a couple of parking there. There, and then I'm gonna re-clear you out again. To go full 90 alley. Put P there. And then we will throw now we do have this I'm gonna unlock the recycling center right away. And then I'm gonna come over here and we'll purchase those two, because there's no point No. Can I... Yeah. But now we can produce our own power, for it. Now let's go take another small road. I may... Okay. Okay. Then let's go low density. And we'll do compact in those areas there. We'll do adding to the roundabouts because I think that will add a large roundabout there to start future-proofing down that way. Is now we're going to take and we're going to go out and around in the back. And now we come to a small village. Because we do need the there. Then I'm gonna take, and we're just going to take and create that large there, and then we're gonna take and we are going to go over here and clear you out. Full 90. Brandy, and then we're gonna go medium housing down that way. And throw compact that way. And then we'll throw that there.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement. Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a local public service announcement.
All right, it's time for a weekly Ask the Musicologist session. I get to dive into the mailbag to see what's been keeping you music lovers awake at night and put my counterpoint training to good use. Let's see. Interlude 11 writes, Dear Liz, last Christmas I went to a piano concert in Delaware, and I was surprised by the fact that they played a Yamaha piano and not a classical Steinway piano. First of all, thank you for reaching out, Interlude 11. I've noticed that it's more and more common that the opera houses uses Yamaha pianos instead of the classic ones. But I guess the most important thing is that the music is right and gear comes in second place. This is Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Interesting news from the city's export division.
And then I
Sources
think
tell us that our city has more
just to
services than
wait,
we know
we'll
what to
wait.
do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this. A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of
Priority.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
So now that should slowly fix that portion. We do need okay. We're getting somewhere. um we'll put a Japanese firehouse. Add the extension wing on it. We'll put a Japanese clinic next to the Domino's. Just because I can. And then we'll put the JP police box down there. Because there's not going to be a lot for it, but Japan usually has police boxes almost around every corner, so that's kind of why I am putting a lot of the Kobans near some of the edges. And there's no way I'm going to create a thing to go back that way. I'm keeping... We're going to go service roads. Spending to getting intersections. Parking. And the Grand Bridge. The automatic parking building. We only have one, so I'm just seeing. Park maintenance. Um. Ground park there. There are a couple on that side as well. Small playground. And that as well. Just to kind of give people that opportunity. Um, Now we've got a Chinese underground parking lot that I'm gonna put over there. And then I'm doing it, I'm gonna do one more round set. On doing that, except I'm gonna create a one-way road going that way, and then I'm gonna where's the 4-lane? There, because we need to get some more, medium. And on the other side of this, I'm gonna put commercial. We're doing And then I'm gonna start throwing in some Chinese. Chinese. No, so the courtyard on the other end. Can I rename Bedford to Toko Street? Just so that we know that that Chinese is going to be on this side, Japanese on that side for it. Now we do have some high residential demand, but nope. Okay. We need to go 90 degrees on both. No, I am going to come down here. I am going to still put a large Japanese police station down here, just to we have the little police Kobans out and about, which are going to be great, are going to be fantastic. Because I actually don't think, hold on, actually do we have, we actually do have the Chinese local, hold on. Actually, we should probably be using the Chinese one, since we're in a Chinese district. There we go. Steakhouse, lobster tail. And we'll just add the extra garage to it.
Oh, I really love that song. For some reason, that song is always stuck in my head, and not in a bad way. This is Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right. You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this. A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
JP,
Welcome,
we need the
Professor.
mixed
So a
housing,
housing
and
shortage
I'm
is
going
bad
to
for people
throw...
trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart
That
from
way.
the actual rewards enjoyed. For
Okay, so it
example,
looks like
consider
that we are
one-
going to start
One final
seeing...
question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank
psyche.
you, Professor.
It is a question of priority.
We're looking
We'll
at
see.
clear and
I might
sunny
have.
skies
I might
across the
put
region
one.
today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to getting out and enjoying a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day.
I'm gonna
every
throw
day.
a small one
Rain or
there.
shine.
And I'll upgrade you to a medium. Cause I don't think, cause it's not gonna be like a lot of people trying to get off. And then all I'm going to do is I am going to create just a small section in the back. To kind of get the JP post. The JP radio must down here. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a lot of people moving in. No, it's gonna be actually. Hold on. Cause I do got custom intersections. Okay. I'm gonna clear out back that far. Oh. Because I want to follow on the anchor of that. But in order to do that, I have to clear you out as well. Hold on. Where's the... Okay. Okay, exceed city limits. Just need to make sure that they're... Ugh. Okay. I think that is pretty close. On that. And then we can take the 2-lane road, go that way. And then we can now, of course, I know what I'm doing. We will swap them out later. No, I think it does not look right to me. And then that looks better. And that'll help a lot to improve on that. On that, hopefully that'll give them a two-way road. Go 80%, and then I'll continue up to that point. That's gonna allow for or at least a better connection for our city that we haven't named yet. It's called Allen for now, but you guys let me know in the comments what you guys, or in the chat if you guys what you guys want to name the city. But we are going to primarily focus on Asian content. But we'll see how this goes, because this might not be um the most ideal. Um, Now, I know that I said I wouldn't put anything back there, but um I am putting road access into the back. We'll put a Japanese book set back there, and then kind of put like a skate park, an outdoor gym. I'll put a couple of outdoor gyms. And then I'm gonna put there, we're gonna use large parks back here as well. And then we'll do the large sports parks. Because that back here creating the creating the chirpers thing. For the large playground, just to kind of like have like a little bit of a park. Waiting for a hearse. Alright. So now let's go down over here to medical.
Hi, listeners. You tune to the best tunes in town with me, Liz Peterson, bringing you the freshest tunes, along with more fun facts about the greatest composers of all time. Did you know that Mozart loved playing pranks on people? He even created a piece titled A Musical Joke, where the passages were played out of tune. Isn't that cool? You're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel, and I'm your host, Liz Peterson.
We will put
We've
one.
recently been having what some are calling the worst kind of luck there is. That's right. Today we are talking about the.
I always like to use the cream, at least have a.
That's not exactly what an increased death rate measures.
Either way, if everybody is dying, that gives me the creeps.
That's a wild overstatement.
I'll
Are you
add.
trying to make people panic?
Did you say panic? She said panic. The death rate is skyrocketing. We've got to get out of here.
You go, I'll stay and clear up the mess. We'll be back after this. Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more
And that
services
will
than we know what to do with.
Create
And you know
that
what
path
means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well,
down
no,
from
the point
that
is
way
we're selling it
that-
and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to getting out and enjoying a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day, every day, rain or shine.
That would not be... What is creating the overlapping item? And that'll give them but then I will also go and find no, take the JP Koban will be down there. For that'll help. We already have that fully done. I just will go port sorting. Oh, I could have gone for the telecommunications tower, but it'll be fine. The South Broadcast Center. You know what, I think we can put the South Broadcast Center down there. Man, they always gonna stick with the Japanese side of things. We'll put a little bit of like a business down that way. And we can throw manufacturing along there. For that. Now I'm gonna set that way. And now we got a gymnasium. Hey, we need more residential people, so... And then I'll do something like that. Uh... Let's actually go and purchase you. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to do something quite a little bit different here. Okay. Then I'm going to take you. And then I'm going to close you out from right there. Now, of course, we do have our traffic set up. We're going to remove what's unsafe for that one there. We're still in the Chinese district, so we better... So we're going to keep using the Chinese. And I'm going to actually... This time we're going to... Going with some of the medium. And then I think what I want to do is have a small low rent oops, and then we'll set commercial there. Oops, not Japan. Okay, so only China gets the high dense housing. So it doesn't matter, so I'll just set up a little bit. To give them a little bit of some office space, because we don't have genuinely any office. Any office. And then I'll put commercial commercial down there, because commercial is needed, but I want to put it down in that area for people who go around. It's pretty gnarly. Pretty nice to have something like that. Now let's go down here. We now have the Atlas High School. I think we add the Atlas High School. There's 100. It's only for a small portion. I actually think if it's only for small, if it's only a small portion, I'm gonna move the Atlas High School over there. Because then we can throw the Ruby Rock house down here, which is going to give us 800, but that smaller high school can sit down over here, which is full already. So now let's go for our final thing for today. We're going to create specialized we're going to create our specialized districts, and we're going to specialize the district split literally right down the middle here. And then we'll create another one. Actually, we will create it from back that way.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service.
Hi guys, Liz here. Loving those harmonies. Let's keep the mojo going and queue up for the next one. Don't touch that dial.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. And
That's
onto
just
our
gonna
main
help
featured
me
story. The commercial
for
district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
okay. Wonder why that got changed to Linden Street instead of Took. But I don't know. I don't know how things are going to be situated for us, but we haven't even gotten to other parts of the islands yet. For it, so I don't know if we ever will. But we got a good, decent start to our city. Let's go down here. Where's the here? We're gonna go down to parking. We're gonna throw an underground parking that way there as well. We have the Chinese parking up there as well, but I think that'll genuinely help. And then it'll set a parking space down that way as well. We'll set the solar panel parking on the other end too, so just to kind of have a little bit of above parking. It'll help, but I think that's going to be it for today. If you guys have any suggestions on naming conventions on anything, we'll just swap it around. And then I think what I'll do is before we do fully get off, I'll put a little bit extra along the parking lot there. Because we do need a little bit of it. Alright. Do we actually have unique buildings? We do not have any industrial unique buildings. Um, It'll actually be nice just having a little family mart. I should have plopped the growables, to be honest. I think that might be a better thing. I'll probably add that in the next one. But that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna get off. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We'll unlock the train now. Anything, we'll unlock the college just because we have the tokens. But we're gonna keep this going. I'm gonna stay on easy though. For our city. We will be doing city. I'm gonna be putting city skylines is gonna be once a week. Because I need to get Final Fantasy 13 done in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Basically. But city skylines I'm gonna leave on either Wednesday or Thursday. Normally I don't live stream quite 100% of the time. Yesterday I didn't get on at all. I did early morning, was an Age of Empires video. That will be coming out Saturday. But for you guys on YouTube. But it was previously just done pretty much games that do run on Linux kind of thing. That's kind of what I do around here, is pretty much we use a lot of things for it in our city. So we'll just save this under Alan for now. Season 5 Alan, just for but I will tell you guys this, if you guys want to see content from me, it's always great to be followed here on YouTube. On Twitch. If you follow here on Twitch, Twitch is only afternoons and nights for that, but YouTube is the only exclusively to the afternoons and only the afternoons. So if you guys want to see that content here on YouTube, make sure you guys are also subscribed, hit that bell notification to the all, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Where's the other mouse? The mouse that I need to shut out the stream off.